Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
And now an audible here into something else. Sanders off the play fake. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Sanders now. Off play action. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for Brown's touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence now off the bootleg. That's to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is
touchdown, Jaguars! Brian Thomas, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
From the shotgun, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10.
Red on red. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. In motion, the tight end. Here's Sanders operating from the gun. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. 7-7, our score after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sanders. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
11. Silver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Credit the sack to Von Miller. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
On the return is Ward. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back to throw. Sanders under pressure, and they got to him again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Hey, I'm gun. Still?
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion, Lion. There goes a hunt. There goes a hunt.
Lawrence will throw.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready, ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ralph. Hey, smash. There goes a hunt.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Hey. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
11. Sink right. Go, let's go. Hey, kill.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Sanders. This is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shifts by at the 15. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Sanders.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Take right open. Go. Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Here's Ward to return.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he shifts past him. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled for just a short gain.
Back to throw again.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Browns. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Now Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Now 1st and goal.
On red.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Hey, go.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here's Lawrence.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Sanders. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Here's 2nd down.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Here we go, son.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing now, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
All right, let's go. 13, Lou.
Lawrence. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Jaguars